It's not been named the silly season lightly. After 12 months of working for the boss, we all see that yearly finish line, and let's just say we can get a little too thirsty for our own good. Because the Christmas season is wildly accepted as the booziest time of year for Aussie workers, with December 14th expected to be Australia's biggest day of the year for at-work hangovers. So while we at the House of Wellness do not condone excessive drinking, if you're someone who's found themselves suffering after one too many, start taking notes, because the next few minutes might just save you a world of hurt. When you think about it, this is your night out in a blender. A few glasses of wine, some beers or cider, maybe a cheeky tequila chaser, and then possibly you finished the night off with a greasy hamburger. Oh, look at that. Oh. No wonder we feel so sick. This is what our bodies are trying to process. But you know, the great thing about hangovers is that they're avoidable. Hangover cures are like jokes. Everyone knows one they like, but not all of them work.
My go-to hangover cure is a Barocca the night before you go to bed.
It's like sober you sending a message through time to drunk you.
Exactly right.
And then there are the edible antidotes.
Nice bowl of yogurt and some orange juice just to level out the stomach.
Kebabs, fries, burgers.
Ask 100 people and you'd probably get 100 personal remedies.
My go-to hangover cure is jumping into the cold, freezing ocean the morning after. I also like to take a hot bath, something relaxing.
Have you ever combined the two? Have you ever taken yourself off to a hot bath without, I got a kebab? Okay, ladies, let's be clear. Eating kebabs while bathing is not to be condoned. One is always more than enough. Now, the anatomy of a hangover starts long before your first drink. So here are a few things to think about before you leave the house. To avoid the punish of the next day, there are some very simple things you can do. 20% of alcohol is absorbed through the stomach. So before you head out, you want to have a beautiful, nutritious meal. High fibre foods like broccoli and asparagus, good fats, and a lovely lean piece of protein. Dr. Sam Hay firmly believes that what you do in the hours before you start drinking pays off in the hours after you pull up.
There's all the things you can do the night before which are going to make a difference. It's getting a good night's sleep, big meal before you start drinking, a glass of water between every drink, then that blood alcohol level will only rise slowly, so it'll have less effect.
Okay, now the night begins, and typically after one standard glass of beer or wine, your behaviour will be normal. Up to 0.03, you're technically still sober.
Alcohol is actually an effective anti-anxiety drug. You know, have one beer and we feel great. It does lower that sense of stress, and you know, that's the main reason why we come home at the end of the day and have a glass of wine.
It feels good.
It does, but it quickly turns into a depressant.
But your body only takes 6 minutes to react to alcohol. So once you've had 2 standard drinks in an hour, you'll be feeling the effects start to snowball. Yes, you'll be talkative and feel confident, but if you were to try your hand at games like Operation or Jenga, your eye-hand coordination and balance are affected.
To start with, you know, we reduce concentration, reduce problem-solving ability, and then issues with our balance, coordination, motor control.
Now, you may be well into your celebrations by now, but even if you've had more than you care to admit, you can still help yourself. There are chemicals called congeners that are only found in dark drinks like red wine and bourbon that's said to contribute to a hangover, so you could stick to clear spirits. Thanks. And of course, we want to stay hydrated and slow down our drinking, so don't forget our trusty friend, the glass of water. Cheers. Okay, so are there any miracle hangover cures?
Look, there are a couple of other myths that they say aren't too bad. They reckon that having sex the next day does help.
Oh, you are so right. I mean, I've heard.